Hey guys, this is Om again. Welcome to Bootstrappers World video series number 2. Today we will talk about starting up without any funds. So, most of the times I've seen entrepreneurs trying to pitch to investors without a good MVP, or rather just with concepts and hoping somebody would give them cash, right? This doesn't happen actually. So, what I would advise is look for some way of, earning some initial cash flow for your business. So it could be from freelancing, it could be from selling some services, it could be usually a service complementing your product. So let's say you have a product and it's a SaaS based product, and you cannot get your first 100 customers easily. So what you do, you start providing them some kind of assistance or service. As an example, if you have an SEO tool, so you start managing some of their SEO accounts or some social media accounts, or do something that can give you some consistent cash. So let's say you are handling social media for 20 Indian clients just for 20,000 rupees. It's a cash machine of 4 lakh rupees per month, and that can give you enough sustainability to build your tool for next, let's say, 1 year. And once you have your tool running and you have your first 10 customers and some records of last 3 months of history, then you start pitching to investors. Otherwise, I think it's a waste of time of investor as well as yours, because nobody wants to just blindly fund a tool or a concept or an MVP. Of course, there are some models which you require heavy funds initially, right? So I'll give you an example of our own service. It's called Dots. It's enabling global media buyers to enter Indian e-commerce market on cash and delivery model. So what happens is, typically now, if somebody were to enter India and set up a company, he needs to get a tax ID, I mean a PAN card, then a GST ID, then GST registration, compliance, monthly returns, filing, and all those headaches. Alongside that, they don't have a call center, they don't have a fulfillment center, they don't have anything. So what happens is, it's all initial investment for them, and then they feel, oh, all right, let me not do this, right? So उस cases में क्या होता है कि generally it's hard to do this, right? And what we did was, we just created a platform. Hey, you just run your Facebook ads, you bring the sales, we will handle everything else. ठीक है, जब ये चलना चालू हो गया, we opened the service to 10 people. Hey, please try this and see and give us the feedback. We were learning along with the customers, right? So let's say customer number 1 started doing 100 orders a day, customer number 2 was just doing 10 orders a day, कोई 20 कर रहा था, कोई 50 कर रहा था, कोई 500 भी कर रहा था. Alongside that, we were also running our store. So this gave us a good significant amount of data to analyze and then present. So now today, if I go to an investor and say, look, we have processed orders worth $1 million, and here is the business model, here is the revenue model, here is the profit percentage, here is everything that you need on the table, then it's very high chances that I would close the deal in my favor, right? उस टाइम पे क्या होता है, the upper hand is, I mean, the ball is in your court. It's not that investor बोलेगा चलो 100K दिया, give me 20%. You have the upper hand to negotiate. You will say, no sir, thank you very much. 10%, $250,000. Take it or leave it. So you can be in command if you can do that, right? Likewise, अगर आप और कुछ बिल्ड कर रहे हो, आपका कोई दूसरे तरीके का स्टार्टअप है, I've seen lots of different examples. किसी की आर्ट गैलरी है, अब obviously उसमें बहुत different level का investment चाहिए होता है. Somebody has got some idea of a local aggregator, so he needs to go and probably enroll 10,000 local shops to be able to become, I mean, give a sizable amount of data to analyze to an investor. अभी जैसे Reliance करना चाहते हैं अपने, recently they announced that they're going hyper local to compete क्या, वो तो सबका बाप है. If that works out, then it's gonna be an amazing thing for local businesses, right? So my advice is, if you want to bootstrap, don't go begging, knocking to investors' doors. First, have some sizable income stream for yourself, जिससे आप sustain कर सकते हैं, जिससे आप build कर सकते हैं. And then once you have at least 1 year of data, file income tax return also, by the way. This is one of the things that nobody does, literally. किसी भी स्टार्टअप से पूछता हूँ, कहाँ आ रहे हैं सर, मेरे बैंक में पैसे आ रहे हैं, भाई मैं कैसे भरोसा करूँ? You might have received money for something else, right? So if you have a even sole proprietorship company register करो यार आप, you register a sole proprietorship company for 5-7,000 rupees, get a GST certificate and take this pain for 6 months. चलो एक साल छोड़ दो. Let's say this is a good time. This is October, just end. Do October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March, 6 months. That's it. April, go file the income tax return, then sit with the investor at the end of month of April, right? So that's it, guys. Let's try building a sustainable ecosystem in India where it doesn't feel like startups are literally begging to get funded. I don't like that. I don't like it that way, right? So keep control in your hands and demand what you need. Okay? Ciao.